What's up? Hi.
Hi.
It's Jen.
And it's Lindsay. Hey.
With EO Real Talk. So you wanted to ask me some questions.
Yes. She wouldn't let me ask until we were rolling.
We're being filmed. Because does it really happen if we're not on camera?
No, unless you're recording it. It's not.
It's not happening. Really. I didn't think so.
Okay, so I have been having recently, how can I say this? An issue where I feel like I've got like acid here. Okay? And I'm like, I don't want to take like the pink medication because I feel like it messes me up.
That's some weird side effects from that.
Yes. Have you ever taken said pink medication and have your tongue turn black?
No.
I'm like,
but I've had other weird things.
All of this is not okay. So I'm like, okay, what can I do? I don't like to take, I don't know. I just didn't know what to do. And I was looking at all of the doTERRA products that are for digestive health. And there are so many. And I feel like they all are kind of overlapping a little. So I'm looking for something to relieve that, like, it usually happens after I drink a soda, and I know health coaches.
You don't want to.
I know, but I want to have a soda every date night. It is like my reward for surviving all of the small people that live in my house. So it is a treat and a reward for myself. But what in the world is giving me heartburn? It's never done that before. I mean, not heartburn, acidic feelings in this area.
Throat/stomach discomfort. Okay.
Yes.
So I have here I travel with this. This is my vitamins, if you will, my vitamins. So I've got my Lifelong Vitality right here and take these every day. But I also have things that are like, I really need extra something, especially when I'm traveling. And my favorite thing for what you're describing is the DigestTabs, which I actually don't like traveling with these because they spill into the other containers and they're a chalky-like substance.
Yes.
But this right here,
similar to other like products that you can get at
it's got calcium carbonate in there as well as DigestZen. And they released this in 2015 when I was pregnant with my youngest child, and it was amazing just for that burning sensation that comes up this way.
That is exactly
as
what
opposed
I'm
to the
about.
burning sensations that come down this way.
No, we're upward motion
it's going
for
up.
this party.
So what I have found is there's a whole, and if I'm like turning really weird, I have a little sore muscle right here, so you probably smell the deep blue going.
Yeah, I do smell the deep blue.
So I'm a little on the stiff side. So I'm going to go through a lineup of some of the things that doTERRA has. So doTERRA started, this is the OG of the stomach oils. So the original
DigestZen.
Gangsta. You wouldn't say gangster.
True. Try to say, after you have been in the doTERRA community, try to say digestion. After saying DigestZen. It just doesn't work. I have to think way too hard. So do I. In fact, you just witnessed that. Anyway.
It's hard. So they released this, it's been around since I started doTERRA. 10 years ago. It's my 10th anniversary this week, by the way, in doTERRA. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. So DigestZen, they had this since the beginning, and they've slowly added in some other products. And one of the products that they have added in is called Terrazyme. And it took me a long time to figure out what this was for. And then once I figured it out, I was like, okay, A, that's really simple. And B, it's amazing. Why haven't I been using this? So,
do you have one in here? Can we take a gander? Or you have one in here?
Yeah, I actually have one in my box as well. So now you can get like a pudding or an oatmeal. And if
puddin, I would prefer if you called it puddin.
If you break this open and put it in your puddin, it'll like liquefy it. It's crazy. What? So it liquefies it. It really breaks it down. There's digestive enzymes in these. So this is actually a good preventative for when you're going to cheat and have a soda, a natural soda, of course, sweetened only with stevia.
It is not natural.
Yeah,
there is nothing natural about that.
So I would take 2 Terrazyme before you do that. And this is just going to help your body to break down and digest everything and get your body prepared.
So Friday afternoon, I paint my fingernails. I make sure I have my longest lashes on. I go on a date with my husband, and I'm gonna take 2 Terrazyme.
Yeah, take 2 of these Terrazyme with you. This is what I'm gonna do when I'm gonna cheat and eat something that I know bothers me. For me, it's tortilla chips, and I don't care. I'm gonna eat them anyway. So if I take the Terrazyme first.
Tortilla chips?
I know, isn't this so sad? I mean, have you seen it stop me?
No, we chips and salsa often.
Yeah, so I mean...
We use it as a verb, actually.
Yeah.
2 chips and salsa.
Yeah. So Terrazyme is what I take before.
Okay.
But then this is Terrazyme.
Yes.
The DigestTabs, which I have in here, these little white chalky-like substance things, are what I take after I run into an issue. And actually,
okay, so one's preventative, and then one's like, oh, I'm still feeling a little discomfort here.
And I'll still,
upward motion.
yes. That is for this.
Okay.
And the Terrazyme, it just helps me to just break it down before it gets to bother me.
All right.
If that makes sense. So I really like both of them, and I travel, as you'll notice, I have the Terrazyme here and the DigestTabs here. When I travel, I always have them with me.
So when in this process would you use the OG, the DigestZen?
So I really like it when I am like on an airplane and I'm feeling a little bit nauseous. Okay. Or if I'm having just an upset stomach and you're like eyeballing that airplane bathroom going, yeah, I'm not going in there. So I'll use a little bit of that DigestZen and it will settle my stomach typically pretty quickly. The acidic feeling that I get, I definitely like the tabs better. But like, if I'm feeling, I would use the
Queasy?
word sick. Queasy, I really like the oil.
What about like motion sensitivity in a bus or a boat or?
That's when I like DigestZen. I don't think that the tabs would help as much, nor would the Terrazyme help for that.
That's more of a controlling acid.
Yes.
Control your acid.
Control your acid. So I just got back from Hawaii. That's why I look slightly more tan.
I did not, and that is why I do not look slightly tan.
You did not go to Hawaii. And they took the presidential diamonds out whale watching, and we were hitting like 10 to 15 foot swells. So we were doing this. And like everybody's throwing up. And we were using ginger. And I was like, is there a pull?
Were you scared though?
Of course I was. I'm like, I'm a waste of a stomach. I'm like the only one not sick on there. And I'm like holding it, white knuckling it. And I'm like thinking about my best friend, Bob.
Yes, that's exactly what I envisioned. Like you with the orange life vest on, strapped to like the front of the boat. I'm sailing.
If the sea craft is worthy, then I don't see why not. So yeah, everybody was using like ginger, DigestZen, Peppermint to try to help with their motion sickness, and I'm using Adaptive because I'm like hyperventilating. But it was fine. I'm like, these are, and I'm like, I don't know how friendly those whales are. They say they're friendly, but they're big. Anyway.
No, I would have been scared. Yeah. Wow. Okay, that's scary. You made it. You survived.
Fun. It was fun. So
now, how does this fit into the mix?
And then we have the peppermint that is enterically coated. Enterically. So it's got these have, it looks like
they're cute.
They're cute. We'll show you one.
I've actually been taking these because I didn't have like the round kind of chalky ones. I've been taking these.
Can you see it? I don't know how you'd be able to see this.
I don't know. They look like beans.
They look like beans. So this is coated a special way so that it can get further down in your intestines. So,
without what, like your stomach acid?
Yeah. So they because everything is going to be delivered, if you will, to different parts of your digestive system.
Yes.
And that one gets it so that it can get in even further.
Oh,
and maybe even help with things like just intestinal discomfort, as it says.
Reduce gas and bloating. Right here.
Now, this one is one, if I remember right, you want to take this on an empty stomach.
Oh, really?
You want to take it before you eat. So take it like 2 hours before you're going to eat. To be honest, I haven't used that one a whole lot because I get really good results.
Okay, yeah. Take 2 soft gels per day as needed. Take 30 to 60 minutes before meals.
Unless you're me and you're just overachieving, you know. So this is
knowing all your stuff.
This is a good option. And then they do have, if you cannot stomach, no pun intended, the smell of the DigestZen.
It smells like black licorice.
And mint and
I have something.
The fennel in here is the black licorice smell, and so they actually have this in a soft gel that you can take as well. So if you're if you know you're might feel a little bit nauseous and you don't like the smell of it, that's a good option. So when I travel, I always have this in my travel bag, and then I have this as well because I'm usually eating different stuff that I'm not eating at home.
Okay, something I want to point out about that DigestZen is you can get it pre-diluted in a roller bottle. It is something...
DigestZen Touch.
DigestZen Touch. My kids love this. So when they have a tummy ache or when they're trying to get out of going to school, I don't know if they're actually...
School-itis.
Yes. I'm like, here, this is for your tummy. And I tell them just to make a circle around your belly button whenever you feel like it's hurting. And on multiple levels, I'm married to a therapist, so I love like the intentional, like empowering part of essential oils. It lets them do something to help themselves feel better, and then also the oils do their magic.
Yep. So yes, lots of options for your digestive needs. So I would just start, if you're just starting out and feeling overwhelmed, I would get DigestTabs. No, they're not tasty, but trust me, after they make you feel better, they'll become your BFF.
But are they as effective if I, hypothetically speaking, break them into fourths and swallow them like a pill?
You could. I just started sleeping with them next to my bed.
I do not like the way they taste.
See, I don't really either, but when you're hurting, I'd rather taste something disgusting and not be discomfortable.
Discomfortable? I do enjoy that word.
So
you guys hear our children?
Well, their stomachs aren't hurting because they're not asking for anything. So if you're just starting out, try some DigestZen, get some DigestTabs, and get yourself some Terrazyme for sure. Those are 3 nice basics to have that will help you and your stomach needs. So
happy digesting.
Yes. Do you have any extra tips that we didn't share? If so, comment below because I love to learn from you as well.
Pause. What about the probiotic? How does that fit into all this?
So doTERRA has, and that's actually technically a DigestZen product as well. So here's another one that's called Zendocrine, but as you'll notice on the top it says DigestZen. Another one that they have is, this supports healthy organ cleansing functions. They have a probiotic which just helps to build up that good bacteria back in your gut. But
not necessarily going to help with the acidic issues.
That one is more that I use just to get some good bacteria going back in my body. But I don't necessarily use that for stomach discomfort, especially if I've had to go on an antibiotic for something.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, so this is cleaning and filtering functions.
Yes. So I'm currently cleaning and filtering my organs using Zendocrine.
I am not, but maybe I need to do that after I date night.
This is like a good part of a cleanse. So, and we have a cleanse video that if you scroll down, you'll be able to check it out, and we talk about the function of each one of these things.
I will link it up in the comments.
Yeah.
So or in the description.
So because doTERRA does have a whole bunch of DigestZen products, but I would start with, because there's a lot, your Terrazyme, your DigestZen oil, and then some of the DigestTabs.
Terrazyme preventative, tabs for in the moment.
Yes, and they will give you that quick relief, and you don't care how it tastes. It's like if you're
if
you're on fire, you don't care what kind of water you're pouring on yourself. That's how I feel about this. My throat's on fire, and I don't care what it tastes like.
It's true.
And then the oil is nice to have just for all sorts of things. So, anyway, did that answer your question?
It did. Thank
you for interviewing me today.
Oh, yes.
All right, comment, like, and subscribe, and hopefully this has helped all of your digestive needs.
Yes.